Okay, today's little project, we're installing some white frost on these windows for privacy in between a gymnasium and a swimming pool. We're going to be doing that door, side lights, and all these big windows right here in white frost. And of course on the job I've got my film cutter set up, so that's how I do it. I put my film on the stand and put a blade in it and then pull the film as needed. Okay, these windows are metal frames with rubber gaskets, so generally to get a good fit on them, some people remove the rubbers and then they put the film on there. I personally don't pull the rubbers, but I do trim a little bit out, you know, get a good flat edge for the film to lay up against. The door does not have any trimming that has to be done on it, so we're just going to put the frost on there and then on the side light, but trim a little bit of rubber off those and make it look nice and clean. Okay, so this is what a frosted window looks like. First pane, first piece that we installed today. White frost is translucent, not transparent. It does allow light to pass through it. It's good for privacy. It does have some different installation characteristics that makes it a little difficult for installing, especially if you've never worked with it before. This particular product we're using today is made by Matico. They call it a white matte frost, and it, I believe, is a 2mm film. Okay, frost is a little bit different than putting up regular film. One, it's got a different glue on it. It has a pressure sensitive adhesive. So I cut a little piece of scrap off here and I stuck it to the glass for demonstration purposes. If a a pressure sensitive adhesive, or well, for any film, for all that matters, touches dry glass, well, the end result you're going to get is, you know, you're going to try to pull it off and then you're going to either tear the film or stretch it or, you know, damage it. So anyways, just a heads up, when you're doing the window, you want to make sure you got a big solid sheet of water and soap running down it. Looks something like that. That way you don't wind up with any dry spots sticking. So anyway, because it's just a little easier for me, I put the box of film on a step ladder on a tray, and then I put my blade in the box to however wide I need to cut it, and then just pull out what you need, and then just cut it off, and either we back roll it on the window or we just free peel it and stick it. So when we scraping the glass to remove all the contamination off of it, we use a 6-inch Triumph scraper, stainless blade. Don't use carbon. Carbon is bad and it'll scratch the glass because it's soft. But we generally start at the top, and you know, because it's a big window, you know, we split it, and you really don't want to go all the way from one side to the other. You know, I mean, it's kind of a waste of motion and you're pushing stuff way too far. So we'll clean half the window, then we'll go back and we'll clean the other half and get it ready. And then the next step after that is going to be cleaning the edges and squeegee it down with a big squeegee and get it ready for the film to go on. Okay, so we're finishing up the second of the large windows in the gymnasium, putting up the white frost for privacy. So this is a finished product on the white frost for privacy in the gymnasium and the spa area. The frost is finished out and dried and looks like it's supposed to. So we're having to put the frosting on the spa doors, and they don't have adequate lighting in here, so sometimes you just got to do the best you can with whatever you got, but had a little bit of silicone around the edges we had to remove. So it's always a good idea to carry a small flashlight with you. You never know when you might need it. So on this bar, they have 2 liquor cabinets here. They wanted these French panes frosted where you can't see what's on the inside. So it's under construction. They're doing a little bit of remodeling, but what we wound up doing was taking the window units out. The latches come off real easy, and we laid them out, and we're putting the frost on them. And then we'll carry them back over there and install them and they won't have to worry about what's inside the liquor cabinet. Nobody will see it. So I don't actually use a film handler, but you can shortcut it with a couple of knives if you want to. By the way, we're working on the Sheraton Tulane Universities here today. I guess they had to escape from the hurricane and go to a little bit safer place where they got power and water and good rooms. But anyway, that's a little bit of frosting on the cabinet doors. So this is after we got done doing the frosting on the liquor cabinet doors. I guess the drinks will be safe and secure.